Good afternoon, all. Hope you all are hearing and seeing me well. Well, as we always do, today is our Money Talks segment, and today we have Duane Lyons from Keystone Fitness. So let me just send out messages as usual to anybody. Hey, alright. I was busy sending out messages. Hi, everybody. Don't forget to say what you all do. On, he's on, he's on.
Good. How are you doing?
Good. You hear me good, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing you fine.
Right. Good. Right. Good. Good afternoon again, everybody. This is Mr. Duane Lyons from Keystone Fitness. Again, as we did last week, we are talking about exercising and success, the importance of including exercise in your life. Even though you're a busy entrepreneur, we know sometimes you forget about self and we just concentrate on making the money and that just go out the door. I know a lot of us are in the same boat with that. You see, he's smiling too, so you know he might have done the same thing as well.
That's a bit.
See? Yeah, so let us hear about you and what you do and what your business is about. And don't forget, he's from Tobago, so we are also interviewing people as well from Tobago, not just Trinidad alone.
All right. Hello. Thank you, Destiny Planners, for inviting me this afternoon to talk about, well, health, wellness, fitness, and busy lifestyles.
Yes.
Right. So, as Letitia would have mentioned, I co-own Keystone Fitness. Right. We are based in Tobago, but are also seeing this online. Right. We'll talk more of that after we go along. Right. But thanks again. So a bit about Keystone. Keystone really is started out as, and it's still in some degree a hobby business of mine. Hobby because it really came out of just a kind of love for fitness. I fell in love with it and I wanted to share with as many people as possible. So so it's not only business. Other business are understandable being busy, right? Understandable being busy. So it's not only business, so it is something, and it is something that a lot of people we're trying to manage, um, maintaining an active lifestyle and maintaining business, so yeah, it's so like I said, hobby business of mine. And yeah, just wanted to share that with everyone. Just wanted it just that people do what's possible, even though you're busy.
True, and that's just correct. It's very important to include exercise in your life, even though you are busy entrepreneur. Even if you're not an entrepreneur and you just managing your life normal, it's still important to have a proper balance of everything. As you rightly say, yes, everything is a balance all the time, no matter what. So, as you mentioned earlier, you do studio workouts as well as online. So, based on that, you for the online, do you do both morning periods or evening periods, or a combination of both?
Well, for the longest that we did studio workout. Since the second close off of gyms and fitness, did not
Mhm.
we open in person, and still juggling with that because we're still monitoring how everything is going. But the idea behind Keystone is really not was that much geared towards fitness instruction. I know we kind of it kind of jumped out into like when the first lockdown. That's when everybody became aware, what we were doing, and granted that other things had closed off, so it was kind of thrust into the limelight at that point, but we really geared towards what is typically the fitness instruction. So what the idea behind it is fitness coaching and consulting. So what a lot of so like we do have what a lot of the training right now is online, but I'll explain it a little more. So we do what we call remote coaching, right? So what remote coaching is, it is where we still work with you as a client. We still do incorporate some element of live training. It could be in person, it could be live online. It is really more about you, the client. So what we do, we have an online platform that we use, and we write the workout. So we could incorporate, if you don't have any equipment, we could write without equipment, even though we're still getting some. We could write it with workout equipment that you own already. So, also have stuff in the back of the cupboard, the clothes hanging up. You have stuff at home, you
True.
probably need to incorporate all of that, right? And then, but in person, or if you want to go to the gym or do something else, we could write that into the workout as well. So all that is done enough from the online platform that we use, and it's pretty much it's like a social media platform that we have. So we upload the workout videos so you could follow along with it, so you could see the demonstration. We could chat directly in there, send messages. If you do a workout, you could record it and we could review it on our end to say, well, okay, you need to correct this a little more. So it's more that kind of coaching from that standpoint, what we really do a lot of, right? And like I said, it kind of was thrust out in the online space, definitely because of the lockdown. But that's really what it is. Really about making it about you and having you achieve the goals that you need to achieve.
One, one quick question I noticed. You keep feeding in and out. I don't know if it's your internet,
Sorry,
me, but the tone keep going in and out. I don't know if anybody else having that same issue.
I'm not sure if it's me. I'm hearing you clearly. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me know. No,
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but
your words kind of fade out in between, but I guess it based on reading your lips sometimes. I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know if
yeah.
anybody
Well,
else noticed it, but
I'm
internet.
hearing.
Okay, all right, perfect. But I know how internet usually is
Yeah,
sometimes.
just anybody who not hear me clearly, could let
Yeah,
get
just
it
let
back.
us know. Right, good, because I'm hearing you feeding in and out. So you do a combination of all exercise, cardio, hit workout, strength training, all all the combination.
Well, it would depend on what the client needs, right?
Okay.
So, like I said, with the remote coaching, so it really depends on what we're trying to accomplish. Most people just need general. Yeah, most people just trying to achieve a general level of fitness, right? Just improve, just maintain your mobility, keep your body active, right? So that requires, yeah, it's a kind of balance of what it is we do. Like I said, it's really based on you. So we can't rewrite a program to suit what you need, right? So um, I know, like I said, you mentioned a lot of different types of workout, and in some elements, all of them will be incorporated, depending on the workout program that we're doing. So you would get strength, which we incorporate kind of into the base cardio session as well. And then, like I said, we could incorporate other stuff. So, like, there are some people they want to run or walk. You could write that into your workout. So that day you will see that you're supposed to go do a run or walk or whatever. And you check that off your workout as done.
All
So
right.
the idea behind it is that we write the workouts to kind of balance it. So it's not just random. We kind of sequence it, saying, okay, we work this muscle group here, or we did this type of exercise here, and then we schedule it accordingly. All right? You schedule, so you will get up. It still depends on what you need, because some people, if like males, they might want more strength training. Females, you just want toning for the most part. Some people, um, very cardio focused, but I don't have any fully cardio based training, because there's a balance that you need to have on the workout with the exercise. So sometimes you can't overdo anything, because when you do too much of one thing, it becomes ineffective.
Yes, and we don't reach the plateau point.
Yeah, so it becomes ineffective. Yeah,
True,
that's
true.
what I.
Okay, so one person did say you are breaking up for truth, so yeah, you are here. You are coming across a little broken. So it was the
Okay, I'm not sure. It's probably my side. Yeah, could probably come a little closer. I'm not sure why I get it now, but yeah, just let me know.
yeah, well, it's internet. We can't help that. But
Yeah.
you are cutting just in between. You're just getting a little kind of shady, breaking up in between.
Okay.
All right. What I guess like you was talking about exercise. Yes, nutrition. Where we know as a busy entrepreneur, that usually goes out the door. From water to eating properly. Sometimes you don't even. Some people don't eat breakfast. They just get on the go and forget. Sometimes lunch end up not even existing. So in that, and I sure you sound like you had a day like that today. Did you have a day like that?
I don't really have those type of days to forget to eat, because I am very active, right? So like I said, do some training sessions online. Actually, a lot of people have kind of structured them to more remote training. In full, I do have a course that I still do a live one-on-one with. You hear me clearly, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just a
So,
slight break.
slight breaking up. Okay, right. So yeah, but I do have a very, very busy schedule. If I don't eat, I can't not eat. Right? So I can't not eat. If I don't eat and I don't eat on time, I'll, there'll be problems, right? So a lot of people they don't. You're very correct. A lot of people do not eat and do not eat on time, and that's a big problem. And when your body becomes accustomed to that, is where you really come into problems. So most people go a pretty long time without eating, because their body has been accustomed to not eating, right? So it's just like anything else. I'm gonna feed me why I get hungry, right?
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense, right? So, but then you don't want that to happen, because that is what's going to lead you to gaining weight, or in other terms, keeping fat, because
Right,
the body is going to store more because you're not going to feed it. So it
right.
just want it to disappear. It doesn't want itself to not exist. So it would store more when you do eat of
Mm-hmm.
what you eat, as capacity when the body store what it eats. All right. So that is what happens when we don't eat. So what I usually recommend people do is start to train your body to want to eat. It is usually very hard at first, because you're usually not hungry,
Mm-hmm.
but that is one of the first things that you need to really do in terms of trying to kickstart your metabolism. Starting to exercise is good, and exercising also brings with it the desire to eat, or the need
Right.
to eat, because
Yes.
you will work out. But you need to start to train yourself. So you need to, so like you're really supposed to eat within 1 hour after waking up. You need to eat something, right? Which most people don't eat until probably the afternoon. But you need to eat something. But so what I usually recommend people do is set an alarm. Set an alarm at points where you should be eating something. Right? That's very helpful. And because you need that's one of the two things you need to start to, your body needs to get hungry. Getting hungry is a sign that your body has enough off what it had, and it
Correct.
wants to get something else.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So yeah. So we want our bodies to get hungry. Hungry is a good thing. Some people say, well, I don't want to get hungry, so I eat this heavy meal. yeah, but your body needs to be at hungry because that once it gets hungry, it means that it has been what it had, right? So you want to train your body to do that. What I usually recommend, because most of the people I train are busy and they business owners and they're busy, right? Or busy professionals. So what I usually recommend people do not have to go further than your bag to get something to eat. So it requires planning. So you would plan when you go to the supermarket, you plan to buy whatever it is you buy, nuts, granola, oats, whatever, some kind of thing that you would have on you. Because the minute you have to go further than your bag to get something to eat, you're not going to get something to eat. Right? You're going to say, you forget, you're not going to fight up because I don't know what to eat, so I put that out of my mind. So in order to try to get yourself to eat, especially if it's a snack point, or even if it's something you're just trying to have as fun, try not to have to go further than your bag to get it. The minute you have to make more effort in the beginning stages, if you have to make more effort than that, you're not going to eat.
But that is why, as you rightly said earlier on, the importance of having proper meal planning in advance, so you don't have that issues of remembering, oh gosh, what I'm going and eat, or if you must start watching the fridge is like, what to
Yeah,
make, boy? I really don't know what I'm feeling for.
yeah,
You do have those moments, especially like as you rightly say, when you're really busy, you will have those moments like, I really don't know what to eat, I'm feeling for something, but I don't know what I'm feeling for. That kind of
yeah.
behavior. So you want to avoid all of that, as you rightly say. So you put yourself in a region, you put the timers, if the timers is what going to work for you to remind yourself, okay, eat this time, drink water this time.
Yeah. I still have a lunch reminder on my phone, and I'm not going to forget it, but I still have a lunch reminder on my phone. Yeah,
Okay.
I still
All
have
right, but
it.
especially as you rightly say, if you are busy and you're doing more than one thing, so
Yeah.
having that reminder will really help to make
Yeah,
sure you keep yourself on target.
my body tends to, so I don't really need to remind myself. I've had it
Yes.
for years. I just haven't deleted it, but I've had it for years now. Just to go with that. Yeah, but my body tells me I'm hungry
Yeah, well,
before the
it's supposed to, right? After a while, after once you get it in that habit, you will say, hey, now, it's time to eat now. You're really sticking. Get up, go eat, please. It's supposed to, as you rightly say, once you program it, it will help you. In
Yeah,
terms of weight loss or weight gain,
right.
what do you recommend in terms of whether
Weight loss and weight.
whether it is for tracking, whether it is you're using the weight, as in go on the scale and measure, or taking the tape and measure yourself, or just watching your clothes and say, oh, yeah, my clothes really look good.
No, different.
Or
Right.
like some people are doing now, I'm seeing so many of them saying they actually take the before and after picture to actually see for themselves, because sometimes when you're on that journey, you don't see it. Everybody
Yeah,
else will see it before you, and you don't really believe. I lose no
yeah.
weight, man. We just see me lose weight, me lose nothing. What takes on that?
For weight loss and weight. Well, I would say it would depend. Well, that's a lot. So it depends on what it is you're trying to do. So like some people are trying to lose weight, right? So that typical people that say that typically mean they want to slim down or they want to lose body fat, right?
Right.
People that want to gain weight are usually people that find it hard to put on weight. And those two sides of the spectrum usually do the wrong things, regardless of once it's at either one of those extreme points, they usually do the wrong thing, guaranteed. Right? People that in the middle that lose weight quickly and also gain weight quickly, they don't usually have those complaints because of that reason. You lose weight quickly again, right? So you tend to manage your weight a little better. You start to exercise, you see the results. You fall off for a couple months, you put back on the weight, and you drop it off. So the extreme points as well, what we'll talk about. So those that want to lose weight, what I would say for those that want to lose is planning on for either one, but for those that want to lose weight or gain weight actually, here's the real problem lies in how fast you want that to happen. Let me start this. So usually people want the results too quick, right? So that I think that's the best. according to that. So usually people want the results too quickly. So you have to remember the reason you have this excess weight, it wasn't immediate. It took a while to get to this point. So we need to give ourselves time to move from that back to where we need to be or where we want to be. Right? So people usually do a lot of extreme things to lose weight. They try a lot of crash and fat diet. Um, they try, they call it intermittent fasting, but I think I better term what people do is intermittent starvation because I think they intentionally they starve their bodies, right? And
True.
I mean, intermittent fast can help you if you do it correct, but most people just starve their body for an indefinite period of time, right? What you don't want is you want to starve your body, right? Because that also doesn't work well. You don't want to try these crash and fat diets because they impact your nutrition. Because
Right.
when you just cut the things suddenly from your diet, then you cut out certain things that were giving you certain nutritional needs.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of hit yourself in a negative way. For people that want to gain weight, again, do a lot of extreme stuff. Some people eat garbage. Some people take tablets and stuff to gain the weight. Some of them, I don't know. They take tablets to gain the weight. I'll leave it there. And they do other things. But you have now gaining weight. Those that want to gain weight, it is hard. Especially if you have a certain body, it's really hard for you to gain weight. It's not impossible. So it does require dietary adjustment. It does. You also how you train your body is also very, very, very important. Because what gives your body shape and tonation is muscles, right? So sometimes when they take the tablets and certain things to gain the weight, what you actually gain is fat. That's not what you want to gain. What you want is you want to improve your fat to muscle ratio in your body. So you want to have as much muscle, as much healthy muscle as possible in your body, not fat, right? So you have to train right and you have to eat right. You have to eat more. Yeah, definitely have to increase your calorie intake, but you have to exercise in an appropriate way that you also build the muscle, right? Because the muscle is what the muscle is how you want to shape your body. On the flip side, for those that want to lose the weight, again, it's just about, yes, you have to cut out certain things, right? It's because you want to have a lower calorie or they say a calorie deficit.
Mm-hmm.
However, you don't want to just eliminate stuff. You cut your calorie, so it could be as simple as one less spoon of rice. Um, you could eliminate the meat every so often. I don't like to, I'm very careful when I talk about meat because
People will understand. Yeah.
meat, when I say no meat, like I cuss people. So
You take a cut on
yeah, I don't want to cuss out. So I would tell you to talk to me totally. It would help, but you could reduce it. It's just about reducing your portion sizes and how much you eat,
Correct.
and also how you train your body. Because fat loss or or muscle gain is really it is hinged on a lot of what you do is a byproduct of what you do. So people want to lose the weight and they do all this sort of stuff. I mean, like even I think this surgery is necessary for some people, but not the
Mm-hmm.
average person that gets it. The
Okay.
average person that gets it just needs discipline, right?
Magic
Yeah,
word.
once
The magic word, right? Discipline.
yeah, once you could discipline yourself, you don't need to go to those extreme points. Just
Right.
allow it to discipline yourself and be patient. It will happen. It will
Trust the
happen, but
process.
you have to commit to the process of it
Yes,
happening.
trust the process. Well, that is definitely a weakness, no matter what. No matter when I say no matter what, even considering myself when you're thinking about doing people accounts and stuff, and you're telling me the process and do the right thing and start the saving, it's the same concept no matter what. And listening to all the interviews we have had so far, everybody says the same thing: the discipline, trust in the process, and those are things that we always falter as human beings. For some reason, we just don't. We want it now.
We like things fast, but you have to remember the point that you are at did not happen quickly. It
Correct.
happened over a period of time.
Correct.
it's like a joke my wife told me recently when the lady said, somebody broke into her house, stole all her clothes and replaced it with a size small. Like, no, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Right?
Because
Yeah, yes,
everything tight now, right? And you don't understand why.
no, right? So no, it did not happen quickly. So you have to be patient with yourself, right? So you have to understand that, listen, it's going to take me a period of time to get where I need to be. And what is also important to know is that, and why this period of time is good, it allows you to learn things about you that you
Correct.
didn't know,
Correct.
right? It allows you to realize that certain things are possible that you were not aware of. It's possible to wake up an hour earlier and you be fine during the day. It is possible for you to lift this amount of weight. It is possible for you to do it. So you learn a lot about yourself in the process.
True.
So
True.
sometimes when we try to get around the process and do things fast, so we try this crash, you don't learn the things that would make the results last.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. So in order to be able to get those lasting results, you have to learn certain lessons, right? And so when we try to skip to a point or skip steps, we don't learn it, we don't understand the process, so we are unable to appreciate the result. So we lose it quickly.
True. That is true. And that is with everything. Is with everything. You are saying things that are constant no matter what
Yeah.
area of life you are in. It's constant. It's the same. You must follow the process. You must do the process. It's not jump from here. As you rightly say, you didn't get up this morning bigger, right? You didn't get up this morning smaller neither. So you have to do the work. Oh, look, your girlfriend Richie sending out all your Miss Mischief herself, Miss Bacchanal. She can ask questions, and Miss Bacchanal.
Yeah, so you can't cheat the process. There's no
No,
cheat
you
in the
can't.
process.
For
No cheat in the
nothing.
process.
You really have to.
You have to, yeah, you have to allow, because like I said, it's important when you learn the lessons that the process is going to teach you. It is
Correct.
really important, yeah. And when you do things in a progressive way, it's not that easy to fall back because you know the work you put in, right? If you just lose 20 pounds on a crash diet, then you'll just say, oh well, I'll just go on the crash diet again and drop it off again. So you
True.
gain, right? You gain weight back, and then I'll just do this. Yeah, but like the Bible says, listen, the second state of the man is worse than the first. So if you lose 20 pounds now, you might put back on 40. So then, okay, so how much you have to lose again now to get back to that? So you have to lose 40 now,
You have
right?
double the amount of weight to put out, right?
That's how it works. We can't keep doing that,
Yes,
right?
true. And it is true. It is true. Really and truly, you have to learn the process and you have to be disciplined. Those are the two key elements, no matter.
Like I see Mr. Lyons here talking to, like I will talk to you now though, Mr. Lyons. So like I'm gonna talk on cake. I'm gonna talk on cake now. So a lot of us have a lot of vices. We like cake, we like chocolate, we like pizza, we like whatever we like, right? And what I usually tell people, which is why you don't suffer yourself. If you like, oh, if you like pumpkin bread, let me talk to Mr. Bonadan. If you like pumpkin bread, right?
You know,
Or
she will be
whatever
laughing on this whole thing.
you don't traumatize your body and your mental state by eliminating it, because it's not going to help you, because what you're going to do, you're going to put yourself in a wanted state. You're going to put yourself in a mental discomfort, right, which is not going to allow you to keep at what it is that you want to do, which is and achieve the results you want, because you're going to fall back,
Mm-hmm.
right?
So
So you
that's
don't want
important. The cheat day, right? That's why we have the cheat day.
to cut it down, right? So you like chocolate, buy a bar of chocolate. Sorry, I will call a bar of chocolate the slim one roll thing. And many people do not call that a bar. That's probably like a snack or whatever, right? But I will call a bar of chocolate the one roll, right? So with the 6 pieces, right? I know that's not chocolate, for everybody, but so let's just use it as an example, right? So pieces, you could cut that into three, right? So don't consume, and what I'm trying to say is don't consume what you would have consumed in one sitting. Break it up. So
All right.
don't traumatize your body, don't traumatize your mind, right? There's nothing wrong if you like pumpkin bread or cake, right? But don't just put it away because then you traumatize you put yourself in a traumatic state and you're going to be in this, but I want this thing, I want this thing, I want. You can have it. How often you have it is what is going to be necessary,
Yeah,
right?
the one cheat day is good enough for the week.
Yeah, and don't overdo it on the day either, right? Don't
One
overdo
cube,
it on
yes. One cube alone, eh? One cube, eh? One square.
the break it up. No, but even all right. So even if you take that one bar chocolate, right? I'm still using my one rule, right? I'm not modifying it for anybody, right? So even if you take you want to eat a bar chocolate today, do you have to eat all of that in one sitting? Why not just eat some now? Give your body time to burn off some of that and then eat some more later, right? Don't just sit and don't just flood the system with all these things. Allow some burn time, which is why we want to kickstart the metabolic system. We want to allow things to burn and process through your system. You don't want it to just be stored there. All right. So that's it. I don't traumatize yourself by saying, "Oh, I love whatever I love," and I'm going to stop eating it. Why would you do that? Why would you do it? That's not going to last. But I'm telling you, by a month or two, you go back eating that because either somebody in your house eating it because you can't control the whole house, or you're going and see it everywhere you go, right? You know, you never see this, you never see so much chocolate cake selling until you stop eating chocolate, right?
That is true. That is true.
Don't do that to your body.
What
Don't
else?
do that to your body. Even if break it up, don't traumatize yourself in that way. It is not you want lasting results. Remember, this is a lifestyle thing, right? So you have to learn to manage yourself for the rest of your life. You can't
Correct.
wait and stop eating chocolate cake for the rest of your life, right? No, you're gonna stop eating pumpkin bread for the rest of your life. No, I'm sure you're not going to stop eating pumpkin bread for the rest of your life, right?
That's a chocolate cake for her. It's chocolate cake for her.
So you need you need to manage ourselves, and that's where the discipline comes in, right? We need to manage. So don't traumatize your body like that. Just break up the portions. Like like potato. I like potato chips, right? But I mean, it might sound impossible. But I've eaten two potato chips. I've literally eaten two. Yes, I've literally opened and Pringles, and you know Pringles, right? Or that. Like, you know, you can't stop eating those things. I've literally eaten two potato chips. I'm telling you, and yes, but you have to discipline your body, right? It is hard, but sometimes you have to challenge yourself in that way. You can't just give into the whole desire. You know, yes, I know you love pumpkin bread too. Yeah. Right? Yeah, so you did a whole YouTube on this one, Adan. You did a whole YouTube, right? Don't the world knows you like pumpkin bread, right? So but don't traumatize your body like that, right? That's not going to produce any lasting result. If you really want this to be something that you could stick with, you have to learn how to adjust yourself, right? In order to be able to sustain what it is you want over the long term. One slice or two slices of bread not gonna kill you, it's not going to kill you. I mean, most people, okay, they cut out flour, but they're still drinking something. They cut out flour, but you're still eating how much chocolate. I mean, you might as well eat bread because, I don't know, it's still pretty much breaking down into the same thing, right? It's still sugar. So eat the bread. If it's just eat the bread because you're still drinking the soft drink, you're still eating all these things. What's the difference, right? Right? One slice of bread ain't gonna kill nobody, especially if you're incorporating a good workout schedule. You know, but it's not gonna do anything to your body, right?
True.
And most of us not training to be any athlete, we're not training to compete on Olympic level. We just exercise on a body for a moderate level of fitness, right? So don't traumatize yourself in that way. If
True.
it's better to do something that you can stick with, right? Than to do something that you can't do more than 3 months of. Because the second stage is going to be worse than the first. You're going to fall back into harder, right?
True,
You
true,
fall back
because you follow the bandwagon a long time. It's like, oh gosh, I can't keep with
because
this.
it's not sustainable. It's not I don't like things that are not sustainable, right? Because I believe like, 'cause, like even when I started this course, what I realized is that okay, when I get to a certain age, if we're blessed with a certain amount of years of life, the doctor's gonna say, listen, cut this out, you have to cut this out, you have to cut this
Right?
out, you have to cut this. Here's my problem, right? I don't like people telling me what to do. So I like, you know what?
You
What you
fix
have to
it
do,
really.
what to do, I take these things out, right? I don't like people telling me what to do, right? So let's eliminate these things. But you have to do things that are sustainable, right? You have to be kind to yourself. Just eliminating something that you may love, it for some people they could do it. Everybody can't do that.
Yes,
Okay?
yes,
You
I
have
agree.
to you have to be kind to yourself, know your limitations, cut it down, reduce it. That's just as good. Reduce it. Right? Because remember you not all foods that we eat are nutritious. But I'm going out and I say you're probably getting some nutritional value from it. You're not a thin line, right? But you're probably getting some. I mean, a real thin line. But we're probably getting some, unless you do much of KFC or something where something, but you're probably getting some nutritional value from it.
Something, you
Right?
get something as small as it might be a little bit, but we get something, we get
Right?
something.
Yeah, so but once we bring, especially if we have a structured work or a program, which is what we try to give to the clients, it helps you to burn off a lot of what it is you eat, you
Correct.
know. So like with the programs we offer with the remote coaching, especially for busy people, which is one of the reasons I don't jump too much on the fitness instruction, but
Mm-hmm.
more on the remote coaching is that because people are busy. Um, you might tell me, okay, let's have a 5 a.m. session. And I will show up, whether it be online or for 5 a.m. And then, or I'm on my way to show you to sign into Zoom, and then I can't make it. So,
Okay.
but how we do it, because of how we do the coaching, and you get your workout. So you know in advance what you have to do. You could do that workout anytime, even if you have to break it up. So like some people are that kind of busy. I say, okay, well, do part of the workout this morning, part this afternoon. If you're free during the day, you could do part of it during the day. So you remove the pressure, right? Because my thing for a lifestyle of fitness to be sustainable, it must not put you in a state of severe discomfort.
Correct.
Exercise
Correct.
is discomforting, but
Correct.
you shouldn't have so much mental discomfort to get it done. It must be a comfortable enough process. So that's why I find what we do works, is that it's really up to you. You could do it anytime. If you're up in the night, you could do it in the night. You wake up early, do it in the morning. Anytime during the day, you can get it done, right?
Once you get
So
it, put it in. The matter of fact is you have any discipline to put it in.
that's exactly, and that's why we talk about discipline, because
Yeah.
it's
That
you
is
need results.
correct.
Me showing up to the workout doesn't guarantee you results. You have to put in the work, right? And
You
that's
gotta put in the work.
I would show up, but you have to put in the work. And so it doesn't make a difference what I show up. You know,
And then you make us be confident because now we can go outside and we can look sexy. Like our girl there, she's all so hot and sexy, right?
and that works. Let me tell you, you see, a lot of people, and I'm sure are entrepreneurs, business owners. One of the things that that I'm not stepping out of fitness a little bit, but people buy with their eyes.
Oh yeah.
Right. So if you look good, it has a reason that they have certain people on billboards, right? If you look good, half the sale is done.
Correct. Correct.
Right? Half the
Correct.
sale is
Correct. Our Hello to Big Woman could just say that for truth. Advertising is the key there.
people
Adver-
buy with
yes, we always buy with our eye first. We have to see how it looks. Hmm. All right, how long that take to happen? She was this size here, and how long? That's a 2 months, 3 months, 7 months, 2 years. Oh God, I ran long to wait. Yes, That is human beings. We really and truly buy with our eyes, no matter what, even with food.
So yeah.
And
Mhm. So we have to, so like I said, it helps. And so it helps you feel good. It helps you look good. You know, and half the battle is done there. You know, most of us are balancing very, very, very busy schedules,
true,
and you want to feel the best, right?
true,
And
true.
I tell people, sometimes just getting the workout done gives you a sense of accomplishment, right?
Yep, yep,
But sometimes a lot of things in the day don't go right. A lot of
true,
things don't go right.
true.
But if you know you got your workout done, you feel good about it.
Yeah, it does make a difference. Like for me personally, I like the morning time. I personally like
Yeah.
the morning time. I will get up, do my exercise. Once that done, I say, right, I could handle the world or like give me anything after that.
You can take on anything. You can take
Don't
on
talk to me
anything
until
after.
I get my exercise in. That had to be in first. Don't ask, oh, watch the emails, but I'm not answering, not until my exercise get in first.
Yeah. And
Anybody?
that's the best thing. I usually tell people and if you do it in the morning, just get up and get it done. Don't focus on anything else. Just get up, get it done, and then after that, take on it.
I could take on
Yeah.
anything else after that. Once that, as I call it, the glory sweat. Once the glory sweat happen, it gives you for me per se. I think it gives me a sense of accomplishment. Right, one task done for the day. I can handle any other thing that come the way, and it really does.
So it does help. It does help. It does help. You know, so
So
it's really about managing your lifestyle as much as
yes,
possible.
yes, it is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle change, really and truly. So you guys, you all have to find all who in Tobago, because I see plenty Tobago people pop up. But make sure and go by Mr. Devon. My devil God. Oh, see what's I thinking about that. Oh my goodness.
I was going to not showing you can't study anything else.
And that's the only way I done, eh? Please, I'm mixing up too much thing going on in the brain. Say, only forgive me. Yes, make sure and go by Duane, please, and get all the exercise on. And Miss Adana for when all you want to do all the social media thing. Two different people, right?
I want to talk on something. I know you mentioned before, Letitia. You mentioned people that we have some oil entrepreneurs. I remember you mentioned yeah, and I know a lot of people put in a lot of hours,
Right.
and that's something we should focus on. You know, because we do work different schedules. We do work very long hours, and what I think we wanted to just to bring to light is that you have to manage yourself.
Correct.
Remember, a lot is on you, right? So I understand the pressure of getting the things done, but if we fall down, if we pass out, then it can't get done anyway. So
Correct. Correct.
we need to prioritize ourselves properly and appropriately. We need to
Yeah.
get enough rest. We need to eat right, right? What happens, and if it's to avoid, don't do the all night. You know, if it could be any way to avoid it because it shows your whole sleep pattern and everything. That
I
impacts
could cry
how
for
your body.
that one. I could cry for that one. When it's tax time, nice me. I ain't gonna lie. When it's tax time, I am not going to lie, especially when our lovely Trinidadians like to wait last minute. That is me.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh gosh, I have to win my bed. Or my husband will pass and say, time to get in your bed, you know. But God, I have to finish off this for me to start the next one, so I have to finish. I will
So as much,
definitely testify to
yeah.
that.
So seasonally, it might happen, but as much as you can outside of that type of rush time, try to get enough sleep, try to make sure and eat right,
They
because a
can,
lot rides on
they can never make back up for the rest, you know. I can tell you that.
you. You don't ever.
They
But
can
that's
never
why
make back up.
as much as you can, try to avoid because you see a lot of the things, a lot of why the challenge comes from how much we take on to start with. And I know it's stepping at 2 minutes outside fitness, but it really comes with how much we take on in the first place. So we need to know our limitations. We can't we can't try to make money and have to spend it back at the dollar.
Correct,
I don't believe
correct,
it makes sense,
correct, correct.
right? So
Correct.
we need to, and that's where we need to ensure where we pricing and everything is right. I'm going to find this at all. I staying right in the end, but I have to make sure the, the pricing and everything is at the point where we take care of ourselves,
True.
because
True.
and everything that needs to be taken care of by us is really it's very, very demanding. You have to be able to take care of yourself. It is really,
True.
really important. And I know a lot of people in here are also female business owners, and I know females believe they're superheroes, and nothing's going to break them. That is not true. Because a lot of people are right in the so, and I will talk about just to be too far. I know we have a couple more minutes to talk about that. Just really briefly. It's really important, especially for females, to take care of themselves and their bodies. Females' bodies are very complex, very, very, very complex. And I mean, y'all do a lot, all right? And there's no way to say it. Y'all do a lot, right? But it is even, I think it's even more important for females to engage in a little more self-care, especially business, when you have business and family. It is a, females' bodies are very, very, very complex, and they, when you start to get sick, sometimes it triggers a lot of different things, right?
True.
And sometimes it's hard to regain control
Mm-hmm.
once certain things start to go in different directions, right? And I mean, a lot of people try to do the weight loss because things start to go out of sync, and then so then when we do like the crash dieting and stuff, it doesn't help because then we reduce the
Correct. Take
nutritional.
power. Yeah.
Yeah. So you want as really especially important for females, certain business owners, female business owners, or female professionals. You have a family, even if it's just like one child is relatively in these days because them children, I don't know what they're different, but
The difference. The
right.
difference.
It's really important to take time to rest, to eat appropriately, to nourish your body well, especially for females. It's just really, really important. I mean, and females really do they don't try to take on so much. Um, I
The
don't believe
massive
in
word stress.
multitasking, but
You
I
forget
think
the massive word stress.
yeah, but the females take on so much that that your body can't tell the difference between types of stress, right? So when you start to pile stuff on, that is going to affect you in ways that you won't see until it starts to. And you have to be really, you have to maintain that consciousness that you cannot push it as much as you think that you could make it. Sometimes no is the answer, right? Yeah, and you have to be. I strongly recommend, and because females' bodies naturally store more fat. Like sometimes I've had people females come and say, well, they don't want to get strong. Listen, that's like borderline impossible. Because you're not going to eat or train in the way that makes that possible. Most I don't want to get stronger, or in a couple weeks I just see that in a couple weeks you're going to see his muscle, but you have time to go into that. But you're not you're not going to get strong. Females just by nature store more body fat. They have a higher percentage of body fat.
Correct.
That's what makes females look good, right? They have a higher percentage, right? So because of that, and because your body has a natural inclination to store more fat, you have to be careful
Correct.
because and you see as we age, I mean, I was telling somebody recently, I said just not 20 to 30, because when the time you pass 30, make it was 40, make it was 50, your body just down.
It's
You can,
not easy
and,
to keep active.
I'm watching some 20-year-olds and I'm telling it 20 to 30, because your body is not able to stand up to it,
True.
and as females, I encourage all females. I mean, men as well, because I don't have a lot of male clients, but those that I do have, men, we believe we are strong, but when we don't train our body, we are not as strong as we think. And what
Mhm.
happens? So sometimes we're not exercising, we're not training, but we're man, right? So I said, come and help me push this car. No, you can't say no because,
Yes,
right?
man.
So no, you ain't pushed nothing in the last 10 years.
But
Most
you're
you
going
push
to push because your name is man, right?
what you push recently. You come and push this car now, and a couple days later, you're feeling something. Where did pain come from? But I didn't do nothing. You just do something to push that car, but you didn't. You wasn't
You didn't
conscious of
remember.
it because it was something significant enough to put
Correct.
in your conscious,
Correct.
right? So
Because the
yes,
muscle no longer have that memory, so that pain will now
yeah.
be, it will now become a pain now, and it'll be like, why I did
Yeah,
why?
what I didn't do anything. Yes, you do something. You understand? Even if it's as simple as lifting at moving at desk in a funny way. Remember your body is not conditioned for any type of activity for a while. So some
True.
simple actions we may not it may not be enough, it may not be a significant enough thing for us to realize, okay, we get to this table or we move this cabinet because it's just something that you do, right? But then you end up with a pain. And you're like, where I get this pain? It's because because your body was not active. And you just did this very random task. Didn't warm up, didn't have nothing going on. You just went and put lift something. And then that was it.
And
Right?
then
And then yeah, that was it. But then a couple days later, the next day or the 2 days after, then you get this pain and be like, well, why I have this? I didn't do anything. So that's why all this is why it is good to just start to maintain an active lifestyle, especially as you pass 30, heading to 40, past 40 and heading up. You need to make sure you at least have functional strength, right? Because especially in this modern world where we can't really rely on people to help us as we age, you need to maintain functional strength, right?
correct.
You can't, nobody has no time with you. Children, nobody has no time with you. You just try to point to see you take your own ship, right? So you need to try to at least have functional strength and
Which is
so your
important.
body is in condition so you can at least treat what you need, right? And it's important, it's really important.
True. That is true. And you have seen a lot of studies showing that as you age, you should maintain that functionality, as you say, and make sure you at least some form of exercise, whether it's just plain walking, something
Yeah,
to
even
keep the,
walking.
keep the body active, so and keep that memory, that muscle memory, remembering, okay, even if it's the lift and lift a button up and down, something.
We need to definitely keep the body active and going as we age. It's really, really important. Some people they just start off, oh, I feel pain. Yeah, you get a pain because right now your muscle is
Most
just cussing you. Hey, we don't normally do this. What is this? It's not really a pain. We just know what happened here. We're not going to
it's
we don't know.
true.
We don't
It's
do
true.
anything. We
So
don't
to the body
20 years
feeling
ago,
that,
we've done trying to
what
cause
goodness is this you're doing?
it. Yeah. It's just a body cussing. It's not a pain per se. It's just tapping you. Tapping
I'm actually
themselves.
I say that another pain, just stop in here and say, yes, thank you. Let's thank you. It's true,
Go
it's
back.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, strength is important. That is improving and ensuring that strength is there as you get older so that the muscle and the bones can stay healthy because you want to maintain that. We don't want to be using no stick when we reach 80 or 70 or when we're around. No stick. Mm-mm.
Try as
No stick. We want to be healthy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this lovely session. Again, importance of exercising and success. So it's not just about making the money, it's about ensuring that you are keeping your body healthy. Your health is your wealth just as important as your money is the wealth too, right? So again, don't forget to check Duane in Tobago, Keystone Fitness. We have some lovely programs and we'll have
you.
also nutritional stuff to teach you guys. So y'all can hook up, get get the exercise in. Yes, it was a lovely session.
Thank you, Miss
Never
Island. Thank you. It was
we
a pleasure. It
appreciate.
was a pleasure. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure as well. Bye. See you all
Bye,
next.
everyone. Bye. Bye.